Strictly star Hamza Yassin, 32, made a getaway to a remote Scottish village more than a decade ago, and never came back. The Countryfile star even told his mum not to call him anymore, as at the time, there was no mobile phone signal available. The unspoiled countryside stretched out for miles in Kilcohen, on the remote Ardnamurchan Peninsula, and he didn't know a single soul, but that didn't stop Hamza from making the location his new home. A single trip there as a university student had him hooked, and he resolved to move there, even if it meant living in his car for almost a year. It took him an entire week to persuade his anxious parents that he wanted to relocate, especially when he had to tell them, "Don't call me, I'll call you." Despite the dramatic isolation, Hamza recalled that he typically only felt lonely around one day per year. When he arrived, he found a local campsite where he could take a shower and ate cheap meals at the local pub. "I'm the only black person in probably 150 miles, but it didn't feel like that," he enthused. Most importantly for Hamza, the remote surroundings allowed him to indulge in his passion for wildlife and nature. The keen birdwatcher would spend all day going up on the hills, going down the rivers, the glens, trying to photograph everything. Eagles, otters, pine martens, red deer, stags, anything that moved was fair game for me, he told The Guardian. In the early days, one of his goals was to make a story or image out of everything he saw. He scarcely had anyone he could share his adventure stories with at first, as it was so difficult to contact the outside world when he first arrived. However, over time he made friends by offering to chop logs for the locals, something which he still loves to do even today. He now has a career as a wildlife cameraman and presenter for the BBC, but that didn't stop him wanting to muck in with the difficult jobs and be part of an altruistic community. One neighbor, Tom, would regularly call him with the offer of an opportunity to get some exercise. "Yes. And I know exactly what it is, we'll spend half a day chopping logs," he chuckled. In his early days in Kilcohen, he agreed to do the task so that he could earn some money to fill up the petrol tank of his car, and fuel his stomach with food, too. Yet now it's about friendship for him, and he believes that caring communities like his represent a beautiful harmony of what humanity should be living like. While his exercise was once chopping logs, currently it's jiving on the dance floor with his pro-partner Jovita Gistal. The pair are tipped to win this series by bookies, although Will Mellor is another strong contender for the title. Strictly Come Dancing continues on Sunday, December 11 at 7:15 p.m. on BBC One.